Hello and welcome to Off Track Pit Access with a Difference. So Frankie, we're going to talk to you first because you won the final last night, so you're more important, so you come first. So third meeting of the season and second final win, is that right?
Yeah, second final win, yeah.
So you
Both
must
on,
like
wet shale.
Yeah, you like the wet shale.
Love it.
So how was because I wasn't there, so how was the race for you? Was it easy or was it like incredibly hard?
It was. I managed to get a good start, and I didn't have too many problems getting through. But then my goggles packed up, so it was a case of if I was right behind people for too long, I couldn't do it because I couldn't see. Yeah. So I had to catch people quick and then pass them. So a lot of the time I was backing off so I could actually see going down the straight. So that was tricky to get used to. But then the wave yellows come on, and I just knew I had to get to the front as quick as possible so I could, it was clear track and there's no shale flying up at you. So as soon as the greens went, there was two corners and I just had to get past Mark Sargent and I was in the lead from there on.
So why are you so good on wet shale? Why are you so good? What is?
I honestly don't know. I do enjoy racing wet shale. I mean, it's not nice when you get the cars back and you have to wash them and you have to wash all the gear, but I do love it whilst I'm there, and it's just a good laugh.
Are you asking why he's so good on wet shale or why he's so bad on dry shale? What's the question?
See, there was potentially a hidden question in there, but I thought it'd be rude to ask that part. But you can answer it if you want. I'm happy with you to do that.
I was actually quite surprised on how the car went, because at the end of the day it is a tarmac car, so you just wouldn't expect it to be that good on that kind of surface. But the car was absolutely amazing.
Plus, you smashed it in bits in the race before.
Yeah, I only just managed to get out for the final.
Both front shockers were off it. The Panhard was off it from the race before, so obviously we just literally threw it together. So the meetings this year have been so fast turnaround. You just don't get time to. You get time to fix things, but we didn't have time to scale it. We didn't have time to measure much. We just literally threw it together, threw some tyres on it. Didn't have a clue if it were right or not, and out we went. And obviously, I was watching him because I was sort of behind him like the whole race. Didn't get to him, so obviously it was going all right. So it was good. I was chuffed. I'm like, yeah, go on, Frankie, away you go. So
yeah. So it has been like is that tough for you guys? And I mean, it's a bit of a daft question. It is tough. Like Kingston especially, it's been one on, one off, hasn't it? Constant. Is it tough in the pits to get your cars back out there?
Yeah, absolutely. We've found it really, really hard these last few meetings. Just we don't have the time. We don't have the manpower to get 4 cars in and out of the pits. It's just we need to either look at getting a lot more mechanics together to have a set per car or something. Obviously, we've lost mechanics this year because someone in lockdown, some can't go. Yeah. It's been hard, and obviously Kings Lynn, we all wanted to race. That's why sometimes you see a Frankie hadn't raced, because he knows we can't do it with the cars. Yeah. Obviously, we've been concentrating a little bit more on Phoebe a little bit, so I've left my car on the back burner a bit. But yeah, we need to get some more staff in place. I think get some mechanics on board and turn it around. But it has been really, really fast. I mean, Sheffield has always been like that. You go to Sheffield, one off, and you're rushing. You know that. But obviously, Kingsland's never normally been like that. You've always got like 2 formulas, so you've got a bit of time. You've got a couple of races between. Whereas this weekend and especially we're running in essence 4 straight races, because you have like the whites and yellows, then you have 4 straight races. In effect, you're in every race. You just don't get the time between at all. Nothing. Just I mean, my car got fuel whacked in it from final to national, straight back out. Didn't have a clue. So and that's that's just how it is.
So Frankie, you have only done the three Kings Inns, I think, this year, and you alluded to obviously the time constraints. Have you kind of wished you'd raced a bit more, or are you happy with what you've done and then going again next year?
Well, with the one car, a lot of the time it's leave it set up for one surface, and you'll just have better meetings. I mean, I could have done each and every single meeting and swapped it back and forth, but then I just end up annoyed because you spend a lot of the time setting the car up and not getting anywhere. So it can get frustrating. So I just told myself, without it being a full season, I was just going to do the occasional meeting, and that's just what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So I guess looking ahead to next year for yourself, then is there plan to go 2 cars again, or to stick with the 1 car and do both surfaces?
Yeah, well, I've built a shell car, which is currently at paint, so I'm excited to get that out. There's a lot of work to do to that yet, and I'm hoping to redo the tarmac car before the start of the season as well, so yeah, that should be good.
Good. Frankie, we wanted to talk to you because you second in the final last night, and
yeah,
and you, I guess, so I was, like I said, wasn't there.
First loser.
Woke up this morning and read lots of stuff on the internet about, kind of you were involved in a big talking point on the night with Mark. So it was quite an eventful end to the meeting for you.
Yeah, well, obviously this year I haven't sort of kept much around the points. Like I said, we'll be concentrating on other stuff and getting on with Frankie's new shell car and getting Phoebe going a little bit better on tarmac and stuff. So I haven't really bothered much this year. So I've never even looked at the points. Whether people believe me or not, I don't know. But going into the national last night, apparently I was leading the points. When I last looked at the points, I was about 12th. I was nowhere near any part of leading the points. Obviously, Sarge had been fully filled in what he had to do in the national, which he'd been told he had to stop me finishing, which, bear in mind, I know nothing about this. So I'm just racing my own race in the national. Went past Sarge, no problem whatsoever. Didn't think nothing about it. Next thing, follows me straight in. Obviously, I have been followed in before a few times. We've had a few incidents over the years, so I knew what it's all about. And then he came into me again, which then that triggers in my head. That's trying to stop me going, not just put me in. I've been enough incidents to know what's going on. So I'm like, right, okay. I totally didn't have a clue. Did not have a clue. So I knew there wasn't many cars going. So I had a flat tyre at this point. The car was half wrecked. So I thought I'll just keep going. It was slow. The pace was slow anyway, so I could keep out of the way. Just get some points going round. He picks me up again and follows me in again, which, yeah, that pissed me off a little bit, I've got to be honest. So, when he came past me the third time, I went across the corner and I tried to take him out. Bear in mind, I didn't know why this was even happening, you know what I mean? So I come back in the pits after. I don't normally go and speak to drivers in the pits because I just sort it on the track, which I will do, it will get sorted. But I thought I need to know what's going on here. Have I pissed him off? What's going on? And then, so I went up to him in the pit. I didn't even say anything. And he said, look, you know why that was? I said, no, I ain't got a clue. He said, well, you were leading the points. I had to stop you finishing. I said, Sarge, I was nowhere near leading the points. How could I? He said, you were leading the points. I had to stop you finishing to win the points. I wanted to win it. He said, but you've still won it. I said, I don't believe you. I said, I've been nowhere near. Nobody said anything to me. I don't know anything about this. So I then went and found Nigel, who's like the official grader, and yeah, I'd won the points, and I was absolutely gobsmacked, totally gobsmacked. I was like, yeah, joking. I mean, I actually wanted Sarge to win it. Do you know what I mean? He's put a lot of effort in, a lot of time over this season, and I wanted him to win it, and I just didn't think I was anywhere near at all. And yeah, it was that. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd have known I was leading the points. I only had to do a finish the national. I didn't have to pass Sarge. You know what I mean? I didn't even have to put myself in that position.
Yeah.
But it happened, so it'll get dealt with. So, yeah, so.
So we spoke to Mark before you guys, I guess, and again, because of the incident, from last night, and he obviously knew. He wants to know if you're still friends.
Oh, we're still friends, of course we're still friends. Like I say, I keep everything on track.
Yeah.
You know, when you get I've unloaded my car today, and there's probably at least 1,500 quid's worth of damage on it. It's wrecked. Every shocker's off it. Both axles are out of it. Do you know what I mean? God knows how it even finished. But, things like that, they've got to be paid back, and it will be. So, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, off track, absolutely super. When he explained it to me, totally get it. If I'd have known, I've got no issue with what he did and why, for what reason. That not at all. It was the fact that, the one half of the people that were in the points had been told what was going on. I hadn't. So, and that's how it is.
I think it's tough for you, obviously, being on the receiving end. I think from a fan's point of view, it did create a huge amount of interest. And it's a talking point, isn't it? And it will go into the final in 2 weeks' time. It will generate, what's going to happen in the final.
Well, yeah, it's going to detract away from whoever's going to win it, isn't it? Because obviously it won't be me or Sarge. So, you know what I mean? Why would you do that? Just, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, the fans should have been told, though, as the meeting was going on, if the points were that close, which I honestly didn't think they were anywhere near, surely the fans should have known that. They should have known that going into this last race, I don't even know who could have won it going into the last race. We're normally told, but we weren't. I just presume Sarge had won it.
Yeah.
The fans need to know this stuff because they don't understand what's going on. The fans should have been told, right, Frank's winning, Sarge is second. I don't even know who got third. Whoever was third. These three are going for the championship point thing or whatever it was in this race. Sarge has to do this, Frank has to do this. But there's nothing, and obviously the fans have missed out on that now, haven't they? Since Sarge put me in, I had fans messaging me what was all about with Sarge, and they haven't got a clue. Yeah. Which is wrong. They should know why it's happening.
Yeah, I think it's a fair point. I think a possible reason with such a quick turnaround last night, and it didn't help in terms of the engagement piece potentially. But it's
not at all. I mean, looking back a little bit, they probably could have just steadied the meeting down a little bit and got a bit of a grip of what were going on after the final. Right, okay, these are the points now. Because we were away at, I don't know, it was some stupid o'clock, 9 o'clock. It was early. Yeah. Second half at Liverpool game hadn't even been on, so it was early. Yeah. And they could have just spaced it a little bit maybe and got the points to everybody. Yeah. And explained it a little bit and, got a bit of interest into it maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's too late now, but obviously, obviously Mark knew. I didn't. That's how it was.
Yeah. Okay. But thank you very much. I mean, I really appreciate giving your side of kind of what happened and explaining this is what I saw and what went on last night, which is brilliant. And I think people will appreciate that. So in terms of today, has it been a big job? Have you cleaned the cars?
I've unloaded one. I've put it on the wash, which was mine, because I wanted to see how bad it was. I've just left it there, to be honest. It's just such a state. I mean, I would have said after last time we did it, you're probably looking at 4 hours per car to wash it, at least.
Really?
Yeah, and they're just horrendous.
Yeah.
You've literally, you need the bell housings out of every car to clean them all out. Everything. If you imagine anywhere on the car because it's not shale, is it? It's literally just water. Shale water is what it just gets everywhere. It's into everything. I mean, I've just fetched this into the house now to clean it. That's my radio receiver.
Oh yeah,
you see that?
Yeah. That's
yeah. These are my headphones, which they were in my ears. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to try and clean all that now, and the helmets just need steam cleaning off. It's just horrendous, the whole thing, and it's everything. All as you can imagine, we've got to go through all the cars. Which, luckily, Phoebe didn't go in the final because she broke a starter motor. The lug broke on the starter motor, so she couldn't start her. Normally, she'd have gone out because it rained. She said, I might spin out and I can't start. I said, absolutely fair enough. Yeah. For hers won't be too bad. It'll just be mine and Frankie's, obviously. And the car Lee Pierce were in. But, yeah, it's like I say, it's at least 4 or 5 hours cleaning each car and then going through them to get all the crap out of everywhere. And, yeah, it takes a
wet shower's not fun. But you like wet shower, Frankie. You like wet showers. You should be out there cleaning them all down. You should be like, I'll do it.
Yeah, you should. Exactly right. Yeah.
I don't have time to clean them.
Yeah. I'm hoping when I come back from work tomorrow that the steam cleaning fairy will have been and mine will be clean. Which, yeah, we could go with that. I don't think it'll happen, but it might.
Brilliant. Thank you both for coming on tonight. To talk about your final win, which is brilliant, and also talk about kind of the big incident of the night. So thank you very much. Have you had your Sunday dinners yet? Have you had Sunday dinner?
Yeah, we did. We went to Steton Hall today and had a carvery dinner, which was really nice. So, and then we've been sat waiting for this. So yeah, it's been all right. So.
I apologise. But the last question,
Jordan? What's happening, Jordan? He's very quiet. No, don't put your hands up, man.
I do apologise.
Come on.
Thank you very much, both of you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and see you in a couple of weeks at King's Lynn.
No problem.
Thanks so much. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Thank you very
definitely.
much.
Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody.
See ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.